Ladies and gentilicious delicious, welcome back to Freelancer, my friends. Oh, it is 11:30 in the evening on a Saturday. Tomorrow is a Monday, so we might as well just record something for today. Right, previous episode, we stopped just as we received a call from Judy. Yeah, I'm rewatching Avatar. We got a call from Junie saying that we have to find one Dexter Hovis. I think so, yes. And we have to do that by going to the Dublin system. And I think that we're not going to waste any time in just actually doing so, because we actually have to fly quite a few, quite a trip. So let's go. Right. Oh, regarding previous ideas, apparently I should go totally try to see what's going on in Sigma 13. Sorry, Sigma what? Oh wow. I might actually die in a sec. So the question is, are these countermeasures going to be enough? Looks like it. Okay then. That was. Let's face it. That was a little bit closer than I would have expected. Wow, it has been a long time. I don't remember the last time I was in 31 and I saw these lanes so unfinished. Time really does fly, doesn't it? Yeah, no kidding. 12 years. Holy hell, almost 13 years, actually. Yeah. Interesting. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I always found it kind of sad that player factions such as Ajira, they had to rely on the devs to start building some sort of new trade lanes or whatever, so that they hadn't anything to do except for trading, rather, not training. It would have been very interesting to see if trade lane networks would, like, degrade over time, you know, if we ignore maintenance, for example, and they would sometimes just result in the collapse of some sort of, you know, specific line, and it would make for a very interesting little event. But there you go. I did used to be in the Ajira Technology player faction back when it was the Lanejera Technologies. It was an interesting experience, although, you know, in the end, practically it was just another trade faction, and as I already said multiple times before, running from point A and point B in a circle does not really appeal to me. So there we go. Now then, we need to get to that position, and we are actually going to do that eventually. And while we fly, let me talk a little bit about Rhineland, because I did promise you that. So, my experience with Rhineland first comes from being a participant in the Rhineland military, back when it was ran by Major, and afterwards as a indie player on a Rhineland Federal Police. Both were very interesting experiences in the sense that the people involved were interesting, and the setting itself was also very interesting. So, come on. Who is currently... There we go. So yeah, The cool thing about it was that it was a faction that was very focused on the quality of player interaction, and at the same time it was one of those very, rare moments where the opposing force, in the sense of the Red Hessians, for example, were also in that same situation. And yes, by the way, this was back when we actually did have that Liberty versus Rhineland war. I personally did not really participate a lot in it because I never found combat against Liberty Navy ships to be all that stimulating, so to speak. But overall it was a very interesting experience. Mostly because the climbing through the ranks was a bit of a challenge. And it was made very, straightforward that, technically speaking, climbing the ranks will not give you anything more than, being allowed to kind of fly larger ships. But it wasn't just that. The higher the rank you had, the responsibility to lead missions, like lead in-game tasks, and you would have to report for them in the message dump. Like, it felt natural in the sense that, in comparison, and I don't want to say anything bad about the Liberty Navy, but in comparison, the Liberty Navy basically just was a constant, come on, do a message dump, we need some forum presence sort of thing. And, what can you say about Liberty? It's like, well, you're gonna find newbies who mistakenly attack you because you have a guard IFF, for example. You will find silent traders, you will find silent pirates. Oh, look, there's another rogue destroyer next to Fort Bush. It was very samey. Rhineland, not so much. But, at the same time, as already mentioned, the second experience came from specifically the independent RFP that I used to have. And this was after the implementation of Flagsnet. I know that for a fact. And it mostly came down to the fact that the smugglers, or no, not specifically smugglers, but the people you would get a chance to interact with, it wasn't the most lucrative trade routes. So the people flying those routes were mostly doing it because they were flying some sort of specifically tagged ship at the time. Which meant that any interaction with a player that is doing trade runs meant that it would be a tag player, and so you would get some sort of interesting, well-written interaction with it. I'd never had that sort of interaction back when I was, say, LPI. Because, again, Liberty is the center for completely new players who, I mean, they knew how to write, but it was very clear to me that it was, a completely, or not a completely, a relatively new player that you've encountered. So, yeah, I recall some very interesting moments, especially when the Rhineland the Rhineland, whoever was responsible for the Rhineland laws, they always made sure that the police had something to do. And the rules themselves, like the Rhineland laws themselves, were so draconic that if you logged on your RFP, you would always have an excuse to stop someone, to find someone. And since the, in lore-wise, the Rhineland police approached their whole duties with a, let's charitably call it, admirable gusto, there was always something for you to do. Some of the more interesting moments, as I said, was back when the Junkers got their little scrap mining thing in Texas, which later was moved to Bering, I think. I think it was Bering, yeah, for a while anyway. And they would obviously ship it to either to Valletta in Omicron Alpha, to the Outcasts, or it would be the whatever shipyard in Gamma for the Corsairs. It was very interesting to see how the players that you got would react upon being questions like, okay, so where is this heading? It's like, you know, if they were stupid enough to say, oh, to the Omicron, it's like, you're not gonna do that. Nope. It's going to our shipyards. Yeah, it was pretty freaking interesting. MP used to accompany me on that. We had the RFP Wildcat and the RFP... Oh. I don't remember the name. I'm sorry. But yeah, it was an interesting experience. It was fun to do. But are you the leader? Okay. 11 minutes in, we have arrived at Dublin. So what does this mean? I was thinking, by the way, which is, you know, always terrible. After I am done with this, and by the way, the reason why I'm still not updating the Avorian Let's Play is simply because they dropped that teaser for the, you know, Avorian getting actually released Q1 2020. I'm kind of waiting to see what kind of things they drop in the upcoming patches, because they already teased about the ship generation changes, which look amazing, by the way. And I just want to, you know, I really just want to see what happens. And I have a good reason to believe the whole thing is going to just brick our current save. So just in case, I made sure to make note how much resources we had. If worse comes to past, I can actually just remake a completely new save, manually add all of the items that we had at that point, at least in terms of how much, you know, resources we have, and just continue from there. But yeah, another game that I think I would like to try and Let's Play, especially with the participation of the watchers, like you can sign up to have your names be mentioned in that thing, is a game of Crusader Kings 2. Now, the only thing is that I think it might require a lot of editing, which is very similar to...
Acknowledged.
That was interesting, Freeze. Which is very similar to the ongoing Avorian Let's Play, so I'm slightly hesitant about that. Talk to bartender about Hovis. Not yet. Not yet. Instead, first of all the countermeasures... everything else is fine. Just need to do this. We did take some damage. And the game is doing that thing again where it's just kind of lagging a little bit.
I'm looking for a guy named Dexter Hovis. Have you seen him? Yeah! You Dexter Hovis?
I'm Hovis.
I'm a friend of Quintain's. I understand you do some work for him every now and then. I've got
You know, I'd love to spend all day, John, with you, Bretonian, but I really only talk to racers. Unless, of course, you are a racer and you're looking for a challenge. Say, me, perhaps. In that case, I'll talk to you all day. Providing, of course, you live. You see, I have a hard time finding people who race against me. What do you say, Tenderfoot?
Defeat Hovis in a one-lap contest of speed, then find Quintain and bring him to Planet Leeds to help Sinclair and Junie with their artifact. Unknown, Hovis seemed confident of his abilities. This mission is a bit of a meme in Discovery. You know, the whole "I'm Hovis" is a meme from the, you know, from the days of the Disco TeamSpeak squad. But This whole mission has always bugged me a little bit.
You're on.
Good, I'll meet you outside.
He looks very, very sure of himself.
We have a challenger. His name is Trent. Against our very own Dexter Hovis. Place your bets. Make it quick. I was beginning to think you were scared. You won't even reply.
Not a chance. I said I'd race you. Here I am.
Newcomer? I like your attitude, Bretonian. You'll be ashamed to see you burn. But hey, that's the price of sportsmanship.
I may surprise you, Hovis.
We'll see soon enough, won't we?
Welcome, racers. You have selected a one-lap race. Do you need a review of the regulations?
Of course I don't, you hunk of junk. I built this damn thing, but its memory banks are busted. Simple rules, Bretonian. 1 round, no shooting or bumping, and if you stink it up or chicken out on the course, you'll make me angry. And you don't want that. You ready? Racers, on your marks.
I don't remember if I actually have to go into cruise or does it start me off in cruise.
2, 1. Go! Yeah! They're off. All right, Hovis, kick some ass. Trent leads after the first quarter. Dexter, come on! Come on! Smoke the rookie. Come on, pull ahead. The newcomer is leading at the halfway mark. Damn, give him something to think about, boys.
Incoming missile.
Trent leads as they come down the final stretch.
Fuck.
Incoming missile.
Hovis, you gotta turn it up.
Incoming missile.
Well, that's interesting.
Missile.
I can't believe this. Damn, Bretonian, not bad. Ceasefire, boys. Trent, no hard feelings. Right?
What's with the game lagging like shit?
Okay, I'll tell you what you want to know. But not over the comm channel. Meet me on the deck of the hood. Hovis is getting old.
Wow, rude. So what are you flying anyway? A dagger? Of course. What do you have? Helioses? Wait, those are Zoner turrets. Double.
Okay, boy, you first.
Interesting.
Roger that.
I didn't think that whole...
Is granted.
Well, I mean,
Proceed to dock
there's a
one.
reason why he keeps talking, like, calling Trent Bretonian while... So obviously he's
Fine
not
race,
a Bretonian.
Bretonian. I haven't felt a challenge in years.
Now tell me about Quintain. Is he here?
Here? No. He contacted me to take him even further into the asteroid field to an abandoned mining station called the Glorious. He's holed up with the pirates that took it over. He said he needed to disappear for a while. Naturally, you didn't hear any of this from me.
Naturally.
You piece of
Now,
shit.
how do I get there?
Take the old trade lane into the asteroid field. But be careful. The lane isn't stable. Sometimes the asteroids can get through. And watch out for a group of Rhinelanders that was headed that way. They didn't look too friendly.
Did they race?
Ha, no. Too yellow. Hey, Bretonian, if it don't work out, you can always come back and race with us.
I'll think about it. I really don't like the fact that the game has a... I wonder if this is my PC acting up.
Everything's go for launch. Good luck out there.
The game is doing these little... Like, it's not even, like, micro stutter, it's just Polino lag. Like for one frame. There's like a hiccup. Ah, yes. These are some fine,
Objective reached.
fine-looking tree lanes. So, where's the Rhinelanders?
Negative. Leave the area at once.
This is your last warning. Surrender Quintain, or you will be destroyed.
All turrets, open fire. Jarvis, Vasco, take out the gunship. Sanchez, Barrera, engage the fighters.
Hello.
As you wish. Destroy the station. Make sure there aren't any survivors.
We.
Incoming missile.
And just like that.
We got the gunship.
Excuse me? We?
Picked up an uninvited guest.
I think you need to check your...
One of their fighters is down. We got another one. We have a man down. There's only one of their fighters left.
I probably don't even need Star Killers for this. Like, the mission NPCs are just weak sauce.
Failure.
He said as he keeps missing. He continues, keeps missing.
Track failure.
Thanks for your help, stranger. You're cleared to land.
I just easily dispatched the group of people threatening you, and considering I took out most of their ships, you are going to allow me to land? Oh, girl, you are... You need to rethink your threat management.
Whoa, easy with that.
You fought well out there. Come on. Someone wants to have a look at you.
Oh,
Dr. Quintain.
And who are you?
The name's Trent. Dr. Sinclair sent me to find
I
you.
find that hard to believe, since she has no idea where I am. Now, who sent you?
I already told you.
Enough! You do understand that with the appearance of our Rhineland friends, I'm hesitant to take too many chances.
But I fought them too.
Yes, and I wanted to thank you for your help. Push him out of the airlock.
Wait! I have the Dom Kavash artifact.
What did you say?
I have your artifact. The one Sinclair lost on Pygar. I found it. That's why I came.
I don't suspect you have it with you. No, that would be too easy. So where is it then?
Sinclair's working on it back on Leeds in hiding. But she can't decipher it on her own. She needs your help.
Very well, Mr. Trent. I will go back with you, but on one condition.
What's that?
That we not go alone.
All right.
So, out of curiosity... I didn't actually check at first, but did I get any money for winning against Hovis? I don't think so.
Loaded into cargo hold.
Probably not. Oh, they don't even have the best shields here. Strange. And nothing really much in the sense of weapons. Okay. Time to take a sippy sip from my aloe vera drink.
Mr. Trent, Quintain here. I'm flying this armored transport. I know it's slow, but it contains all the equipment I need for my work.
I think we're in
What are
luck.
you?
The intermittent jump hold Leeds is phase aligned right now. We should be able to take it safely. I'm uploading the coordinates. Mr. Trent, you take point.
Yeah, of course.
So Sinclair wants to meet on Leeds? That light on our culture? All right.
Okay, interesting. I remember this line, and for some reason, when I was younger, I thought he meant...
I'm hit! My cruise engines are down!
For some reason,
Wallace, protect
I
Quintain.
thought
Mr.
he
Trent, let's
meant
take down the gunship.
Sinclair. That
Incoming
blight
missile.
on our culture. Very strange. I mean, now I wonder why would I have thought that, but...
The gunship is down.
Really? I didn't notice.
We can win this one. We have to.
Ah, you bastard. Ah, come here. Joust me.
We got one of their fighters.
Yes, yes you did. Do you know why I think so?
My cruise engines are back online. We have to get out of here.
Yes? Really?
This jerk is actually engaging me.
Yes. What a bad person he must
The
be.
last fighter is down. That was close. Let's get out of here. Mr. Trent, take the lead.
All of the hostiles are destroyed.
Strange. Hey guys, you don't really look so good. You know what? Me and my big mouth, I was like, oh, I just killed all those people, and why would you trust me?
There's the jump hole now. Damn! Enemy ships jumping in. They've seen us.
Boop. Ah, I
That's
love
one
it.
down. Don't let them near Quintain.
Boop.
Incoming missile.
Boop.
You got him.
Failure.
Great. Let's get out of here.
Did I mention I love the Starkiller?
Mr. Trent, you dock first and we'll follow you through.
Dock.
Hey, look. My cargo hold is full again. I wonder why. Oh,
We'll be at Planet
look,
Leeds
it's
before
this
you know
place
it, Professor.
again.
We should be safe now. Let's get back on solid ground.
Oh, I
Mr. Trent,
remember
you have the
some
coordinates to
smuggling
Leeds. Take
runs here.
point.
Like, this jump hole exists in Disco, and I remember smuggling...
I actually haven't seen Dr.
What was
Sinclair
it?
in years.
I don't even remember
She sent me
what
a
it
message
was.
a while back that she had made a discovery on Pygar. Finally, a damn Kavosh artifact that's still active.
Yeah, dude, if you only knew half of it. So, out of curiosity.
I can't wait to see it.
I will read some of these in a moment.
Amazon, turn around. See you later. I'll meet you down on the planet, Mr. Trent. You go first.
Okay, we're hitting the 30 mark. This is perfectly fine. I might be tempted to record 2 episodes today. Mondays are usually terrible
Wonderful
for me.
doing business with you. Good night.
Tobias,
Here. Who's this then?
this is Dr. Quintain. He's a professor.
Him? Oh, what field?
I'll have you know, sir, I am the foremost authority on xenoarchaeology.
Oh, I'm sure you are. Come on, Mr. Wizard. I expect you've come to see the missus.
Mr. Wizard. Tobias, you're an asshole.
Quintain! Damn it, I am mad as hell at you. What happened? Where have you been?
I had to go away, Kendra. Not long after you made your discovery, things began to happen. People around me started to go missing. Then I came back one night to find my lab turned upside down and noticed I was being followed.
By whom?
A man named Cress. He told me I was on a list, that my work had put me in great jeopardy. I left that night and didn't look back. So, you see, I couldn't tell anyone. Especially you. I thought you'd become a target as well.
She already is. We all are. Because of this.
This is it? May I? It's magnificent.
Yes, it is. But it's obviously part of something more significant. It's time you and I figured out what that is.
Look, I hate to rush this reunion along.
Someone's here. I'll take care of it. Hello, my friends. What is it I can get for you today?
We are looking for a man. We have reason to believe he's in the area.
Nice-looking chap. Sorry, you haven't seen him.
He is considered an enemy of Rhineland. Anyone caught hiding him would face severe consequences.
Listen to me. You are not in Rhineland now, you're in my shop. I've already told you the man you're looking for isn't here, so unless you'd like an education in foreign policy that you won't soon forget, I suggest you move along. Now!
We can be patient, Mr. Tobias. Rest assured we won't be far.
No. I'm sure you won't be.
It's just a matter of time before they'll be back.
She's right. Now that they've got your scent, it's not safe here anymore.
Cress. The night he came, he offered me a place to hide in the border worlds. Maybe now is a good time to take him up on it.
But do you trust him?
I'd rather take my chances with him than those Rhineland agents.
We need you now, Trent.
Cress is
Ready?
the guy on Cali base, isn't he?
All right, let's go. Now I want you to get clear of this place for a while.
I'm not going to be...
Just until this blows over. I'll be back when I can. Take care of yourself, old man.
You have advanced to level 12. Okay, I'd say let's... Now the thing is the next part of this mission longer than 10 minutes? I don't want to make these episodes longer than 40 minutes. You know, considering I didn't want to make them longer than 30, it's a bit of a understatement, but there you go. An attempt was made. It was implied. I tried. So the thing is, can I grab... You know what, I'm going to just swap these out for... Ripas?
Mounted.
Because I feel like it. Stun pulse, and all 5s. This ship has been maxed out. Okay, let's go.
There you are. Trent, do you think Tobias will be alright? Maybe he should come with us.
Tobias is better off far away from us. As long as we have the artifact, none of us will be safe. We'll be lucky to get out of here in one piece.
We should take the trade lane to Stokes, and from there we'll jump to the Tau 31 system.
We don't have any time to waste. Let's go.
In before battleship. Ah, yes, the music speaks for itself.
There, Rhinelanders.
We told you we wouldn't be far. Give up the artifact. All exits out of this system are blocked. You cannot get out.
We'll see about that.
As you wish. I'm taking damage.
As you should be. Oh, they are actually tanky. Tier 7s. Okay.
We'll meet again. You'll never make it out of Bretonia alive.
Damn it, he cloaked. We've got to get away from here. Take the trade lane. Trent, you go first. I'll cover the rear.
I wonder if the... I hate it when it does that. Freaking outer level. I wonder if the game would have allowed me to kill that dude. Probably not.
Dock.
I cannot believe they continue to attack us in the middle of Bretonia territory.
Where have you been, Professor? The colonies are at the brink of war. Rhineland ships have been sighted in just about every system. That Rhinelander said that all exits out of Leeds are blocked. What do we do? We fight. We're coming up on Stokes. Stay sharp.
Stokes. Dock with the train lane. But where's the catch?
I told you we'd meet again. For the last time, surrender the artifact.
Please, just...
Come and take
just...
it. Got one.
Just...
We've got incoming. Trent, keep them away from Sinclair and Quintain. This is Stokes Smelter. We are under attack by Rhineland. 2 down.
The other 2 just cloaked.
Unknown ships. This is Stokes Smelter. Large numbers of Rhineland ships have been reported throughout Leeds. We
Really?
recommend you land and wait till the crisis is over. Negative, Stokes. There's no time. We have to get out of Leeds. Trent, take the trade lane.
Dock.
Oh.
Let's hope the jump gate is clear. It's the only way out of Leeds. Trent, Sinclair, and Quintain need enough time to get through the gate. No matter what awaits us there, we have to buy them as much time as we can, and then jump to Town 31. Get ready.
Oh my god, a Rhinelander cruiser is blocking the gate.
So the question
We don't
is...
stand a chance. This is the end. You have nowhere else to run. Give up, now!
Trent, engage the cruiser. Try to knock out their turrets.
You fools! You will be destroyed! Southwest Glasgow to opportunity. We're under attack. Repeat, we are under attack.
What?
Open fire, chaps. We have to take out that cruiser.
God damn it,
Taking
Tobias.
heavy damage. My ship won't be able to take much more.
Tobias!
My hull is buckling!
Well then stop. So wait, am I supposed to shoot the cruiser or those fighters?
Shield failed. Shield
I have a
restored.
feeling that they would kill that transport faster than I could. Oh!
A fleet of Rhineland ships is only minutes behind us. We have little time. Destroy the fighters, and let's get out of here.
Oh, never mind.
This is Glasgow. Radar's clear. No more enemy contacts. You came just in time.
Ow.
Glasgow, we have to get these people out of here. The jump gate needs to be locked after we jump through. Affirmative. Good luck to you. The Bretonian military has been alerted. They will be here soon. Good luck, Glasgow.
I'd really like to dock and get more Star Killers.
I'll see you on the other side.
But apparently that's not a choice. I like how all the pirates and bounty hunters and everything else are just absent during these missions, which, I mean, it makes, you know, sense gameplay-wise, but... eh. I mean, it all comes back to that comment, well, what do you expect from 2003 games? Well, I mean, I expect a lot of things.
Gratitude, Mr. Tobias. When I heard about the incident at Stokes, I knew you were in trouble. I called a few friends from my old flying days, and we came as quickly as possible.
Thank you.
Enough already. We have to get out of here.
Trent, take point. We'll follow you.
Dock, denied.
I like how I'm just assembling this bunch of misfits.
Where were you planning to go?
Oh, Hawk.
The night I met Cress, he told me that if I wanted to find him, I should talk to the bartender on Shinkaku. Is that a planet? That's a Samura station. It was built right next to the large methane field in Tau 29. A bit remote, but not too far from here. We're coming up on Holman. Keep your eyes open. If there are Rhinelanders, we won't have the element of surprise this time.
I would really like
Radar's
to
clear.
restock.
Looks like we managed to shake them.
The next trade lane takes us to the Tau 29 gate. From there, it's just a short flight to Shinkaku.
I was kind of hoping I would get a chance to resupply. I guess, like, this loadout is very good for, you know, doing missions and stuff. But the problem is that, well, there's only that many Starkiller torpedoes that I can have at any given time, so... eh.
It's strange that there are no ships around here. Outpost Holman? Please come in. Something is very wrong here.
Something is
It's a
big.
trap. We only have one chance. Quick, let's get out of here. Tobias, we'll hold them off. Get these people to safety. Run! Thank you, my friends.
It's time to leave. But that's an inactive gate.
This is the trade lane to the new Tau 23 gate. It's under construction on this end, but we should be able to use it.
Oh, the game is classifying that thing as a weapons platform. Which is... taking damage. Huh, you go, guys. You have fun with that.
The lane should be usable from here on. Everybody, into the trade lane, quick!
What's our plan?
Shoot bad man.
23 gate is not functional yet. Our best option is Planet Harris, but it's pretty far from here. Not functional? You mean this is a dead end?
They've disrupted the trade lane! There, more Rhineland gunships.
Shoot?
We cannot make it to Planet Harris from here, but there's an intermittent jump hole nearby. It might not work, but it's our only option. I'm uploading the coordinates. We need to buy them some time. Trent, you and I will stay here and fight the gunships.
Oh.
Everybody else, get to that jump hole and wait for us there. Understood. Good luck. All right, Trent. It's you and I against 2 gunships. Let's see how much you've learned since you left Leeds. Target their engines. That's their weakest spot.
No, it's not. I need to hit them from the front to get the most damage. I think I shouldn't use any torpedoes. Like, unless I'm hitting them from the front, it's not gonna work.
Trent, that's enough. The others should be at the jump hole. Let's get out of here.
But I want to shoot the bad man. See? I want to shoot the bad man. Come on. Please don't game over on me.
Trent, we have to go faster.
Fine.
We're not such easy prey after all, eh?
Yeah, exactly. So make up your
They're
mind.
not following us. Hopefully, the jump hole will be phase-aligned. If not, we're in big trouble. You did well back there, boy. I'm proud of you.
There you are. We were about to turn around and look for you. Are you being followed?
No. We have to leave the system. What's the status of the jump hole?
I've taken some readings. Seems to be phase-aligned. We should be able to use it.
Good. What are we waiting for? Let's go. Trent, you go first.
Oh,
Make
so...
sure that no Rhinelanders are following us.
So I'm the guinea pig?
Dark.
Also, that was why I was uncertain if I could jump to Tau 23, because oh, it's not functional on this side. Well, I'm pretty sure we took it pretty well at the
There's
start.
no sign of them, but I'm sure they'll be back. We need to keep moving.
We're near Shinkaku Station, Trent. I've uploaded the coordinates. Take the lead.
Once again, we're in your debt, Mr.
Oh
Tobias.
wow, there it is.
If Rhineland keeps openly attacking targets in Bertonia, it could easily lead to a full-scale war.
I don't understand.
Wait,
You think all of this is
Tobias's
happening because of the artifact?
helmet. Is that a
It could be.
Kasari
We
insignia?
need to find a safe haven and perform a thorough analysis of the object.
Hard to believe it all hinges on a message to some bartender. I hope this crest wasn't playing games. Or setting a trap.
We're nearing our 44-minute mark.
We're almost at Shinkaku. I will land and talk to the bartender.
We should all land to make repairs and rearm ourselves. Trent, you go first.
Trying.
Acknowledged. Your request to dock is granted. Please proceed to dock 1.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to dock, resupply, take a few rumors, and I need to wrap this up because if this is a slippery slope. Like 7 episodes later, we're gonna be hitting like 50 minutes worth of episode. Like the average episode suggested length for a Let's Play would be about 20 minutes, considering the overall engagement length. So, yeah. Alright, ladies and gents, we are just very quickly going to do the finishing touches. Oh, looks like our shield actually got a little bit booped up.
Repair complete.
Oh, we can't have that. Let's just grab
Loaded
more
into
torpedoes,
cargo
more of
hold.
these things, and let's actually clean out our cargo hold. Get some money. No money! We are at 0 money. Okay, ladies and gentle beeps, thank you for joining me, and for now, I'll see you in the next episode.